It was Arsenal 2, Everton nil, and boy, that was not an easy game. That was not an easy game. It wasn't an easy watch either, really, until the final few minutes. Um, so the story of the day goes to the 16-year-old Max Dowman, 16 years old, and when he came on, he completely changed the game. You can see here, technically Hincapie got the assist, but it was Max Dowman's ball across. It just bounced off Hincapie, and then Gyökeres tapped it in from a yard out. And the second goal actually came from an Everton corner. So Pickford came up for the corner in the 97th minute. We cleared the ball out. It fell to Dowman, who I believe took it around, I think it was Dewsbury Hall maybe. And he was just left to run the half a pitch and just to tap in his first ever professional goal, going on to become Arsenal's youngest ever goal scorer, which is outstanding. Like, if he can keep this form going, like, we've got a generational talent on our hand. Generational. But as you can see from the stats, we had 25 shots, but that really, the stats like they're a bit flattering, because a lot of those shots were just half chances from outside the box, pot shots. And of course, like, Pickford had the game of his career, like every goalkeeper seems to have against us. Now, we started with Madueke out on the left. We had Madueke on the left, Saka on the right, Eze in the 10, and it was Havertz up front. And you can tell that Havertz isn't a striker. You can really tell that Havertz isn't a striker. There was a few times where the ball came across and he just wasn't there. He just wasn't there, and it was frustrating because you knew if that was Gyökeres, just like when he got the goal, Havertz just didn't have that striker's instinct. But regardless, we got the win. We got 10 points clear at the top. You can see the table here. It hasn't been updated here yet. But Arsenal with 7 games to go now. A 10-point gap. We'll see how Man City get on in their game later. Well, no, they've kicked off and all now. But yeah, I mean, it was a frustrating game up until Dowman came on. When Dowman came on, it's like the levels went up a little bit. The players were giving him the ball. He was taking on his man, making good passes, and yeah, it really changed the game. I keep banging on about him, but he deserves all the plaudits today because he really did change the game for Arsenal and potentially gave Arsenal the Premier League title. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to jinx it. But he helped us take a massive step towards it. A 10-point gap with 7 games to go. Well, Arsenal have 7 games to go. I mean, that's a huge lead at this stage of the season. Now, before that, like I said, we weren't having the best of game. Everton frustrated the hell out of us. Just like I said they would do in my Prediction 11 match. Or Prediction 11 video. They sat everyone behind the ball and just... when they got the ball, it was just long ball over the top, looking to try and catch us on the counter, which luckily they didn't. They didn't really cause us any problems. David Raya didn't really have many shots to save. But again, they were digging in. They did not want to roll over. But we eventually broke them down in the end. Now, Madueke started on the left, really didn't do anything on the left. He did move over to the right later on in the second half, and you saw a lot more from him. He started taking on his man more, getting better balls in, but ultimately it wasn't enough. He was taken off for Max Dowman, and Victor Gyökeres came off for Havertz. And when the two of them came on, the game changed. The game absolutely changed. Now, saying that, Gyökeres didn't do a whole lot, but he was there when it mattered. He was there when it mattered, and he got us the first goal on the 89th minute. And then after that, Everton were throwing everything up, trying to get one back. And then, like I said, We caught him on the counter attack. Max Dowman scores his first ever Arsenal goal, becomes the youngest ever Arsenal goal scorer, and I believe possibly the youngest ever Premier League scorer. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. But yeah, it was a frustrating one. It was definitely a frustrating one. Like, we were staring down the barrel of a 0-0 and dropping 2 more points with Man City playing almost bottom of the table, where the West Ham were in 18th. So, I mean, we really needed something today, and we got it in the end. Now, if every game is like that and we end up winning, I'll take it. But I would prefer not for every game to be like that. I just want a game where I can just sit back and enjoy it for once. Another thing I want to mention as well is Jurrien Timber actually went off with an injury. It looked like he was holding his groin, so hopefully that's nothing too serious. Now, when Mosquera came on, he did a job. He's good. He's a very good player. He's more of a centre-back than a right-back. So it was kind of weird way why he brought Mosquera on instead of White when White was on the bench. But he did the job. Good player. I just hope it's nothing too serious with Timber. So, because he is our best right back and we are going to need him. We have a lot of games coming up. I know we've only got 7 games in the Premier League, but we've got Champions League. We've got the Cup final against Man City. We've got the FA Cup as well. So we're still battling on all fronts, so we're going to need every player available. So, yeah, that's it. Like, a tough game. I don't know. Like I said, Everton stunk the place out, just like I thought they would, just like we knew they would, and it was almost successful. It almost worked, but like I said, that young kid, he became a man today. Max Dowman, what a player! What a player! And let's just hope that he continues to get more game time and continues to improve. I think you might see him a couple of more times this season. I think next season is when we're really going to see a lot of him. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game. Arsenal 2, Everton 0. Max Dowman, the star of the show. Now he's got to go home and do his homework, which is crazy. He's still in school. It's mind-blowing. But, yeah, let me know what you thought. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments who was your best player of the game and what did you think of the performance. So, yeah. See you later.